Welcome to another reaction video. This one is a video that is going viral across TikTok right now. It's basically I broke up with my girlfriend of 5 years. Now the reason this is going viral is because there was a woman who's telling the world why she broke up with a good man. Now this is his response, and trigger alert. Now his name is actually Scarface Marco, so let's get into this. Wait, before we get into this, let me go ahead and introduce myself. My name is Bertrand. I am the coolest dude on the planet, and I'm your friend. Confidence and clarity is the goal for my channel, so let's go ahead and get into it.
So I just broke up with my ex of 5 years, and I literally have no complaints about her. Like, she was perfect, right? I used to didn't have a car. Now I have a car. But when I didn't have a car, she used to let me ride around in her car all day while she was at work. And I still didn't have a job. And it doesn't get any better than that. She used to pay for all the meals. She paid for the bills, all that, until I got my stuff together. But it was just something about her. It was just something about her I just couldn't comprehend. Like, I can't really explain it to y'all, but she was so perfect. But you know how somebody can be good to you, but they're just not that good person to you? You know, like, they're that perfect person. But it's just, to me, it's more than just being a perfect person. Like, but they just wasn't that perfect person for me, if you get what I'm saying. Like, it just doesn't make sense. Like, and I know it doesn't make sense, but I'm gonna try to make it make sense. But she was so perfect in every aspect. She looked good, made good money. Like, I made $30,000 that year, but she made $120,000, and she still humbled herself down to come mess with me. She buys me meals, even to this day. Like, I go home, she'll text me, ask me how my day's going, and then she'll DoorDash me some food while I'm just at the crib not doing anything. And it's just like, I really can't. I have to make room for who I truly love. Like, even though she was all good and dandy and perfect, I have to make room for my wife. Like, someone who I truly love, even though she might not be as good as this person over here. Me and her goals just didn't align. So I'm just gonna let her go, and I'm gonna let the bird fly.
Oh my God, he's gonna let the bird fly. Now, when I see this is he almost broke character, right? To me, this is clearly a joke. This is not a real story. Let me tell you why. If a woman is making $120 and she let you drive her car all day,
I don't chase booty.
You're gonna marry that chick unless she is just butt ass ugly, right? Unless she is butt ass ugly and you do not want to be seen in public with this woman, you're going to marry this type of woman. So that lets me know that this is a joke right off the top. On top of that, he really sounded like women, right? Like and I feel like that was his actual intent. Now, the reason I'm saying that is because men would actually be bragging about this. He would be saying all of this in a braggadocious way. Like, what? Pfft, man, hey, yo, check this out. I got a chick that let me drive her whip. I get to sit out the house, do nothing. She's bringing me all the cash, and I get to sit on my ass. I ain't got to do nothing. Everything is on her. She got to pay for it all. That's not how he's saying it. That's not what he's saying. In fact, what he's saying is everything that this woman said.
Like, you know, the stuff that she's been through and what he put her through and all the stuff that she put up with. And we all look at her like, girl, why was you in that relationship? Like, why did you stay? But when I tell you guys that that's not my experience at all, like, it just wasn't. My ex was a great guy. Like, even after we broke up, still sending me flowers to my apartment. You know, like, just a great guy, but for somebody else.
First. So to me, this was funny. I love the pettiness because it's really showing women themselves, right? Like, he basically put the mirror up, and those women actually really, like, they were pissed. Like, in the comment section, the women were pissed. Oh my gosh, this is why you don't build up a man. This is why you don't deal with broke men, because once they get on, they're gonna leave your ass. Now, the truth is, yeah, your ass is gonna get left, but what type of value were you actually adding to this man's life? Now, I'm not saying that it's right, but I'm definitely not saying that it's wrong, because what some women really fail to realize is how annoying, how much of a nag, how much of a distraction that they could actually be. Now, if the woman has helped this man and she's built him up, okay, I understand her being mad, her being hurt, right? Because that sucks, right? You help to build somebody up and they discard you. That is a very hurtful feeling. But when you really get down to it and you get the story from both sides, now you actually get to see what actually happened, and you'll be surprised about who's actually lying. Again, since we're talking about men and women, we have emotion versus logic, right? This man, just like the majority of men, we could see that the woman who made the original post, she was clearly using the guy. She was clearly not interested in the guy. Now, what is not clear is what man actually came into the picture that made her actually post that video in the first place. Because if this man was that great to her, why would she leave him? Right? Because, I mean, she didn't say nothing crazy like, oh, my gosh, he was cheating on me. In fact, the guy that she cried about, right? Because remember, this is a response to that video. The guy that she cried about, that's the guy that she actually wanted. The guy that's buying her flowers. She don't want that guy. That guy is boring. He ain't lit. He ain't chaotic. He's not living life on the edge. Therefore, she's not emotionally charged up. In fact, she's bored, meaning her emotions are dying down. It's kind of like a man. It's kind of like us with our testosterone. When we see that woman we want, oh my gosh, the lust is just bursting out of us. And we want that woman. Our testosterone is high. The competition for that woman is high, even if it's just within our own selves. Now, the same thing can be said for women. They want to be emotionally charged up because if they're not, they are bored. So, fellas, and all the ladies that are actually watching this video, I'm going to go ahead and put this out here. I want us to go ahead and enjoy the last days of relationship because I can see that an overcorrection is coming. Like, it's going to happen now because men and women don't trust each other. But you know what you can trust? Something that doesn't have a soul, something that doesn't have an organic body, meaning robots, especially the ones that you can have intimacy with. Now, I'm not saying that this is going to be the best thing for humanity, but just the fact that men and women cannot get on the same page because women's expectations are ridiculously high. For instance, women want men who make over 100,000 a year. Now, they also say that they don't want to share. Well, how can they not share when they're only looking at 18% of men? Now, if you factor in him being tall, him being attractive, him being in shape, right? And then the majority of them actually want more, him to make more, right? So to get in the top 5%, fellas, this is a note for you. You have to make 240,000 per year in order for you to be in the top 5% of people on the planet as far as earning goes. Now, with that being said, think about that. That means 95% of the population is not making that. So for these women who do get those guys, they're spit sisters. They are kissing the same men. They are with the same men. They're having children with the same men. So fellas, I'm saying this to hopefully encourage you to become the best version of yourself so that you actually get to choose, right? Because it sucks to be on the side where, you know, the woman is, you know, deciding that she doesn't want to be with you and now you don't have any options. But if you're in the top 5%, you always have options. And I have to say it this way because this is where we are. Everybody is cutthroat when it comes to relationships, when it comes to interactions. But I want you to think about something. When you have more money, you're able to continuously choose no matter what, right? Now, women, they get to choose, but a lot of the times they're not happy with their options.
It's always like this horror story, like, you know, the stuff that she's been through and what he put her through and all the stuff that she put up with. And we all look at her like, girl, why was you in that relationship? Like, why did you stay? But when I tell you guys that that's not my experience at all, like, it just wasn't. My ex was a great guy. Like, even after we broke up, still sending me flowers to my apartment. You know, like just a great guy, but for somebody else.
Options. So even though they may have 10,000 subscribers, 100,000 subscribers, 1,000,000 subscribers, however many subscribers or followers they have, it gets to their ego. But they don't realize that they're not even interested in 95% of those followers. In fact, they don't even want to date somebody that follows them. They want to date someone who doesn't know anything about them, because there's power in just that statement alone. This is why I continuously talk about confidence, continuously talking about improving yourself. Purpose breaks down into two things: you're a helper or you're a creator. Next is actually the confidence that you need. So if you don't have the confidence, it's time for you to build it up. How can you do that? Consistency and constantly doing something. Meditation, investing, and exercising. Better mind, better body, better finances. Listen, I'm not telling you to fall in love with the money, and I'm not telling you to fall in love with the women. I'm not telling you to get money for women, because the majority of them are accessible. They're not exclusive. So I'm saying get it so you have a different access to life. And it just feels better when you have money, because you're able to do things right. Now, with this being said, adapt to dating, adapt to the stripper culture, because it has become transactional. If you don't think it is, you should check out the original video where this woman is happy that this man is still sending her flowers. That costs money. That's not free. I mean, unless he has this is his business and he's able to do it based on his business, but that's costing his business money. Anyway, the point that I'm making to you guys is this: become the best version of yourself, become more confident, and look for better, search for better, desire better. With all that being said, I have a question. What do you think? Comment under this video. Remember, when you are watching these videos, you are becoming a better version of yourself. And I want to go ahead and thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.